Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, The Real Super Sam. Today is a brand new top 5 stories list and I hope you enjoy. Happy 60th birthday Marvel Universe, the modern popular Marvel Universe. It first boomed on stage 60 years ago with one special comic, The Fantastic Four, the first issue introducing Marvel's first family, and from there Marvel created Hulk, Thor, Spider-Man, Daredevil, the X-Men, etc, 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 and literally hundreds of supervillains. The biggest one everyone knows about, Galactus, Devourer of Worlds, the most powerful Marvel villain ever. With his heralds like the Silver Surfer, he sends out people to look for planets to discover for him, to feed upon, to survive. Every time Galactus comes into a story, it is like an automatic special event since this guy is so huge, and it's not like if Galactus is at full strength, any Marvel hero could stop him. I wanted to make this video for today since, well, it's been 60 years since the first appearance of the Fantastic Four, so it's a special day, and why not look at their most powerful enemy? I mean, come on, usually it takes the whole Marvel Universe just to stop Galactus from attacking. And with that introduction, these are the top 5 best Galactus stories. Number 5, Galactus the Devourer. This is a 6-issue miniseries starring the Silver Surfer with Galactus as the big bad. Though, it's Galactus, he's always the big bad in whatever story he's in, I guess. The story asks the hard questions surrounding Galactus, like why is he existent, why was Norman Rad chosen to be the Silver Surfer, all this while Galactus is coming to Earth with a new herald named Red Shift. Today, the heroes of Marvel actually band together and fight Galactus coming to Earth again, and drive him away, and the Surfer defeats Red Shift. After that, Silver Surfer agrees once more to become Galactus' herald in the search for planets with sentient life to consume. Silver Surfer then immediately leads Galactus to the homeworld of the Shi'ar Empire, perhaps the most technologically advanced in the known universe, in hopes that they would have forces to repulse the weakened Galactus. Silver Surfer manages to turn Galactus' own energy siphoning machines on Galactus himself, fatally weakening him. Galactus actually dies here, while warning that the madness which had consumed him was a precursor to another great horror. This was a big Galactus story, and a lot happens in this. Some events have been done before, like Galactus coming to Earth and whatnot, but the explanation of his hunger and why he does what he does, and even some interesting specifics about this character, is what places this story on the list. We even see Galactus' true form of a sentient star. But anyway, this was like a really fun read, and even though I dislike the art, the story and characters make this a very good Galactus tale. Number 4, On the Last Day, in the Final Hour, The Devourer. A 3-parter in Nova Volume 4, issues 13 through 15. In here, Galactus is about to destroy another planet, and the hero Nova tries to get his attention, screaming at him to wait until everyone still on that land is evacuated. Well, that's when the story gets good, as Silver Surfer fights Nova and lets Galactus do his thing. In fact, when Nova refuses and keeps trying to stop Galactus, Galactus just looks at him and he and Surfer are teleported far away. Nova was very lucky that Galactus just spared his life. What I like most about Galactus here is how he is like a silent, unstoppable force the whole time. He's treated as, there's a specific thing that happens here. Nova never tried to stop Galactus. He can't be stopped. Just stall him for time to save lives. And also, I really, really love how they drew Galactus in here. I love the art. And honestly, this is what Galactus should be like in the movies. Number 3, Galactus Found the Awesome Answer. This story was in Thor 168 and 169. In the story, Galactus has been tired of Thor chasing him and is going to tell the Thunder God his origins. The story goes that he was aboard a ship that crashed before a member of the Watchers. How the Watcher found that the entire crew had been slain by some strange plague, all except one, a strange being that was glowing with energy, one whom would soon become Galactus. And there's some more, but this is the most human Galactus has ever been. He doesn't want to fight Thor, and even though he can get rid of him in a second, he re-announces how he does not want to harm anything and just wants to tell his story to Thor. It is a weird setup, but a landmark story for Galactus, and I really enjoy that this 2-parter grows Galactus' history. This was the first time Thor and Galactus were face to face, and instead of fighting thanks to Galactus, Thor came to understand this being. Number 2, The Coming of Galactus, If This Be Doomsday, The Startling Saga of the Silver Surfer. Galactus first appeared in Fantastic Four, issues 48 through 50. It was also the first appearance of the Silver Surfer. The world is in chaos as right when the Fantastic Four return to Manhattan, the sky is covered in flames, but no heat. Why is that? Well, it is because Galactus the Devourer is coming to destroy Earth, and Uatu the Watcher was trying to trick Galactus with that sky of flame, but it didn't work. thanks to Silver Surfer. As he comes to Earth looking for him, he looks like a giant man wearing purple. The Torch and the Thing try to use brute force to stop him with no avail. Galactus comes to Earth and is not a mad monster. He argues with the Watcher on why he shouldn't destroy Earth, and we learn how Galactus doesn't want to injure any living being. It's just what happens when he destroys planets to survive, and he has been doing this for ages. The Silver Surfer finds these energy-rich planets for him to feed on. Then Galactus puts into action his machines and then absorbs the Earth's, energy until there's nothing left. Another big part of this is the turn of the Silver Surfer. He changes and learns about what humanity is about and changes his ways, vowing to only lead Galactus to dead planets for energy after he stops him today. Which is where this awesome scene takes place, where the Surfer versus the most powerful Galactus. Galactus realizes the importance of Earth also, and it has changed the Silver Surfer, giving him something of a conscience, which Galactus kind of, realizes as a, maybe there's a reason not to destroy Earth. But to really stop him, the Watcher gives Reed Richards a super powerful weapon to threaten Galactus with, and Galactus then pledges to never attack Earth again. Oh, and this is what Galactus looks like for one panel wearing green and red. I like the I don't like the costume, and I do like the color green and red more than purple, obviously, but it seems ridiculous. Like, look how big that helmet is, and the G on his chest. Are you serious? Anyway, this was Galactus' first appearance, and it really gave a good, in-depth character study of Galactus, and, he's not exactly an evil, mindless monster. He's more like just a force of nature, and it was really cool to see the Fantastic Four have to work around this guy. There is one time they actually do knock him off a building, but it doesn't do much. I mean, it's Galactus almost at his best, because his best story is, number 1, Shall Earth Endure? Beginnings and Endings. I think many people agree that the greatest Galactus story is in Fantastic Four, number 243 and 244. In this story, Galactus has been not really satisfied with his energy, and he is becoming on very low supply, so he knows where to go for more energy, and that's Earth, and he's going to have to destroy it this time. In his mind, Terrax, the formal herald of Galactus today, he forced the Fantastic Four to free him of his bond Galactus has on him. Things change and Terrax attacks Galactus. Nothing happens, so Galactus takes Terrax's power from him and drops him into a trash can. Later, as Galactus attacks, since Galactus is so weak, well, they kind of have a chance. Captain America, Thor, the Fantastic Four, Doctor Strange, the Wasp, they all go in on an all-out frontal attack towards Galactus. And hey, even Spider-Man and Daredevil make a cameo, but agree that when it comes to a Galactus attack, they have nothing to add, really. My favorite moment in this story is when Reed Richards has a discussion with Galactus, telling him he never viewed Galactus as evil or as their enemy, which is true. Galactus can be seen like a force of nature. I've said that multiple times in this video. He has stated in the last story that he doesn't even want to flat out hurt anybody. Doctor Strange makes Galactus see the ghosts of all of the people he's killed. Horrified, Galactus begins to scream, and Mr. Fantastic actually manages to topple Galactus, a legendary moment. With no power, Galactus is shrinking/dying. They learn that they must work to save Galactus' life. To do so, Reed Richards built a device to feed Galactus with the power of Thor's lightning from his hammer Mjolnir. Then, Reed uses his computers to find the location of 6 worlds that contain the energies that Galactus needs to survive, but without any life existing on them. Galactus notes this, but insists that there is no way to be sure unless the worlds are visited, and Galactus cannot do this at his current energy level, not without a herald, and so Earth still must be destroyed, unfortunately for both of them. But then, the character Frankie Ray bursts into the room and offers to be Galactus' herald, and she already has powers, so Galactus agrees to leave Earth alone. I liked how there was a lot of questions during this story, like should Galactus' life be saved, and that Reed Richards showed his true colors, how he would never let someone just perish, as he argues and succeeds in saving Galactus' life. Easily Galactus' favorite story. As the event closes, Galactus thanks the Fantastic Four, considering the team are the closest thing to friends he can get. Those are the 5 best stories featuring Galactus. I think he's one of the coolest ideas for a comic book character, and really enjoy all of his appearances in Marvel. I would compare him to the Anti-Monitor from DC Comics, but I think the Anti-Monitor is a bit more powerful since he feeds on whole multiverses. But Galactus is, more well-known, and he's appeared more. I hope Galactus soon becomes something of a built-up villain for a future Marvel movie with the Fantastic Four. A little fun fact, the way Galactus was stopped in the show Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes is the same way he was defeated in his 4th appearance. With all that said, thank you guys so much for watching this top 5 stories video to celebrate the 60-year anniversary of the Fantastic Four. Galactus was a villain many wanted me to make a stories video about for years, and today it's finally happened. I really hope you enjoyed, and have a great day.